Being clear on our values gives us the best chance of getting the most of what we really want. And while we often can't get everything we want, making trade-offs is easier when we're clear about our values. Here's a decision to chew on. Would you ever choose to eat rattlesnake? You might be willing to take the risk right now, but you should be clear on your values before deciding. Values are what we care about. Our wants, needs, likes, and dislikes. Values cause us to prefer the outcomes of one decision alternative over another. Thinking about food, what do you value in what you eat? Taste probably matters to you. Between two otherwise identical meals, you would decide to eat the one that tastes better. You might also care about how much energy the food will give you, or how healthy it is. And as you know, something that tastes good might not be healthy. Or it might taste terrible but provide great healthy energy. When the available alternatives can't satisfy all our values, we have to give something up, and that can be difficult. In order to make decisions involving trade-offs, we have to weigh the relative importance of the different values, whether we're clear about what we're doing or not. One way to think about which values are most important is to start with what is least important. You can say to yourself, if I had to give up one thing, what would it be? Eliminating the things that are less important helps to identify what is most important and prioritize your values. Putting your values in an ordered list can also help you clarify why you want what you want. For example, you may prefer food that is produced locally, but it's not exactly that you value food produced locally. Rather, you prefer to get fresher food that tastes better, is less wasteful of energy, and supports local jobs. Getting mixed up about the difference between direct and indirect values can cloud our thinking. There would be no point to buying locally if the food wasn't eco-friendly or tasty. Certainly, you wouldn't be willing to pay more for it, which is another common trade-off we face. A couple more qualities of values are important to keep in mind. First, values are personal. Different people clearly have different preferences for different foods. And because different people have different values, individuals can arrive at different decisions that make sense and feel right to them. We know what's right for us, but we can't be sure what's right for someone else. Next, values are situational. Values may change if the situation changes. If you're starving, you might eat rattlesnake. Otherwise, it's probably not on the top of your list. Finally, values may be non-negotiable. Some people do not eat meat for personal or religious reasons. Even if they're starving, they might object to killing the rattlesnake. While it can be difficult to figure out what you really want, it's worth making sure we've been thoughtful in creating a complete list of our values. Too often, people make poor decisions by overemphasizing the short term. For example, buy it now because it's cheap, and underemphasizing the long term. For example, too much credit card debt. Or they may forget to consider a value that is really important, such as how the decision will affect those they care about. That's why we really did eat rattlesnake in decision class one time. It was something out of the ordinary and helped the teacher make the best of a difficult situation. The students enjoyed it too. Would you eat rattlesnake?